Hello, everyone. This is Damian Duncan, the Metaphorical Oracle, and welcome to your Motivational Food for Thought. Well, today we're going to talk about the golden state of mind, how going small can make you a champion. So first and foremost, let me congratulate the 2015 NBA Finals champions, the Golden State Warriors. So how did they win the championship? Well, first, they had a complete buy-in. Every player on the team accepted their roles and responsibilities for the team and checked their ego at the door. A great example of this would be Andre Iguodala. He was a starter throughout his whole entire NBA career, and his coach, Steve Kerr, asked him to come off the bench and relinquish his starting position. Initially, he was very upset, he felt disrespected, and even his feelings were hurt. But he checked his ego at the door and did what was best for the team. Secondly, they leveraged their strengths. They knew going into the NBA Finals that they were going against the best player on the planet in Lebron James. And they also knew that they were severely undersized. But instead of focusing on the weaknesses, they focused on their strengths. For one, they were younger. Two, they played faster. And three, they had more skilled players from top to bottom. Third, they dictated the tempo or the pace of the game. They knew that Cleveland's strategy initially was to slow down the game to neutralize their speed. But the Golden State Warriors played fast and it paid major dividends for them. Ironically, Andre Iguodala was reinserted back into the lineup as a starter because LeBron James was imposing his will on the NBA Finals. This paid major dividends. They trusted in the process and they never panicked. Despite going against the best player in the NBA, in LeBron James, despite being undersized, and despite going down in the series 2-1, they didn't panic. They actually went through this experience previously in the playoffs with the Memphis Grizzlies where they went down 2-1. They took all of that information from that series and used that as fuel to not panic. They weathered Cleveland's storm, took their best punch, made their adjustments, and they became victorious. So you're probably wondering, what does a golden state of mind have to do with your business? Well, for one, in your organization, you have to have a complete buy-in. When you have a complete buy-in, everyone checks their ego at the door and they understand, and they also have to understand how their role affects the bottom line of the organization. If you don't do this, some of the pitfalls are having bad morale, low productivity, and very high employee turnover rates. So it's very important to have a complete buy-in. Secondly, you have to leverage your employee strengths in your organization. One of the biggest problems that organizations do is promote people out of their strengths, which leads to bad morale and even a person leaving the industry entirely. So it's very important to leverage a person's strengths so you can get the most productivity out of them. Third, you have to dictate the pace of your industry. This will allow you to dominate. If you're able to be a trendsetter, an innovator, or a differentiator in your industry, you will have the ability to dictate the tempo of your industry. Fourth, you have to make adjustments on the fly. Technology is evolving, industry standards are changing on a daily basis. So you have to stay abreast of what's going on in your industry and make the necessary adjustments on the fly. And last but not least, you have to trust in your process. You have to trust in your mission and vision and strategies in your business. And understand that there are going to be things that are uncontrollable in your industry and in your business. But instead of panicking, you have to grab it by the horns and get the job done. These are the ingredients of having a successful organization. Again, my name is Damian Duncan, the Metaphorical Oracle. Thanks for watching. And remember, the day you quit is the day before you succeed.